So let me preface this by saying, first of all, thank you to everybody for being a part of ACSAC this year. This was obviously very different from any ACSAC that we've had in the past. Um, I think as a community, we're trying to learn what works for virtual conferences and what doesn't work. What are the things that we can expect to be similar to an in-person experience? What things are can be improved upon? What things are disadvantages? And some of those are readily obvious, and some are less so. I think that the ability for people to be able to join regardless of where in the world they are and other commitments they have is a great positive, but there's some challenges, and so we're learning. I'm hoping overall, though, on balance, that you had a good experience. I think from the standpoint of myself as a general chair, I'm very happy with how the conference went, and all of this doesn't happen on its own. It happens because of the tireless efforts of many people. So again, I wanted to provide my deepest thanks to the organizing committee, who, again, this conference was scheduled before the pandemic started. So all of everything that we've learned about how to run a virtual conference has been done on the fly, and with various deadlines in mind, and with dealing with existing contracts and getting out of those, and postponing certain things, and completely re-architecting how we run a conference in a way that is going to be valuable for attendees. So everybody really stepped up and did a fantastic job. The technical program committee put together a fantastic program this year. Record number of submissions, record number of papers. I got to sit through a number of the sessions. I was really impressed by the work that was being done, and this is great. I've always enjoyed going to ACSAC and having my papers published at ACSAC. And I believe that we've continued a great set of a sequence here, and we have much to keep on building on. The session chairs, thanks to all of your hard work, again, adapting to the virtual environment. Thanks to the speakers for, again, a very different experience for you pre-recording your videos. We saw some innovative ideas on how to provide presentations. Thanks for being here, regardless of where in the world you were, to do your live Q&A, especially those of you in the Far East who are up in the middle of the night to be part of this. Our sponsors, AXA and IBM, really helped us a lot with making sure that things could happen, and IBM contributed some great sponsor talks. And of course, you as attendees, the lifeblood of a conference is its attendees. This happens because of you. I hope that you had a good experience. I hope that there was much that you learned here and that you can continue to build from. Don't think of this as the end. There's many other things that we can do with the platform. Now, actually, as attendees, one last job I have for you is I'm looking for feedback about the conference. So look for a SurveyMonkey survey to come out sometime roughly the next week-ish or so. Your feedback is going to be invaluable. Again, especially this year, a virtual conference, first time. What worked for you, what things could be improved, how do we do things in the future. There are a lot of command decisions we have to make, but your feedback as conference attendees is invaluable. And if you want to email, if you have thoughts, you'll have an opportunity to provide them at length in the survey that'll be coming out. Look for a link from SurveyMonkey. And if you want to communicate directly with me, feel free to email me at chair@acsac.org. A reminder that for the rest of the day, at least, proceedings will be available through the link that you see here, https://acsac.org/2020/proceedings. Our arrangement with ACM says that this is open access for the duration of the conference. So you will expect that this link will cease to work probably sometime in the next 24 hours. So if you want to get your hands on the papers right now that they're openly available, now is a great opportunity to go do that. So I would highly recommend doing so. Post-conference, though, there will be a lot of material that's available after the conference. This website, this conference portal itself, the Pathable interface, is going to be available for a year. All of the sessions have been recorded, so you can come back and rewatch all of the sessions. You can also find attendee information here, and we're talking about putting the presentation videos and other material here in the Pathable interface as well. So this will be here for the next year for you, which is one great advantage of having the virtual environment where everything's been recorded. Long term, we'll have archival information available from the ACSAC.org site. This will probably take at least a few weeks to put together, but you'll also be able to find slides, links to videos, and most importantly, the link to the proceedings. So going to ACSAC.org, going to the program and accepted papers, I talked about that in the opening session. That is going to be the way that you will access the ACM Digital Library through the Open Talk initiative, which means that if you go through the program/accepted papers link on ACSAC.org, you'll be able to access any ACSAC paper through the digital library as open access. If you go through it through any other means, you'll activate ACM's paywall. So that link will become active probably in the next week or so. Now, it's my opportunity to introduce the program chairs for next year, who are going to be Heng Yin from UC Riverside and Gabriela Chacarlier from Alpha Secure. Again, I'd like to thank Daphne Yao for her 2 years as being involved with the technical program chair. She did a phenomenal job. I'm looking forward to Heng, who was the program co-chair this year, continuing, and Gabriela, who's been involved with the conference for many years in a variety of roles, taking a position as the technical program chair as well. Look for the conference, the call for papers to come out early next year as details come out. Now, ACSAC 37, our tentative and optimistic plans are that we'll be able to hold it in person in Austin, Texas, much as we were supposed to do this year. Of course, the pandemic made caused some changes to that, and of course, like all of you, we're all sort of trying to figure out what's going to happen next in the months to come. But we're thinking strategically about how to ensure that we put on the best possible conference to you. If all goes well, the vaccine is widely distributed. Hopefully, we'll be able to have everybody in person. We'll make those decisions as we go. But our plan, as is right now, is December of next year at this time we'll be in Austin for the conference at the AT&T Conference Center near the University of Texas in Austin. Now, I encourage you to keep on participating in ACSAC. Please feel free to engage with us through social media. Twitter is particularly good. We also have Facebook and LinkedIn ways of accessing us through social, and information will continue to come out through our social media channels. And if you're interested in being a part of ACSAC, being a part of the program committee, or being involved with conference organization, please email me. I would love to have volunteers on the committee. This is a volunteer-run organization. Everything that you've seen is due to the hard work of people who are really dedicated to this conference and putting a great event forward. If you feel like you've benefited from this and want to pay it forward to future folks, we'd love to have you on the PC. Like for me, I much like Emily Stark, my first ACSAC conference was in 2008 in Hawaii. I've had the fortune of being involved in a number of ways. I was program chair in 2014. I've been in a number of different organizational roles. And ACSAC has been a great experience for me. The people that I've met and the opportunities that I've had have been wonderful. So I feel like I was happy to take the general chair role for that reason, because of how ACSAC has been good to me in the past. I encourage you to consider being involved as well and continuing this great event. Now, normally in this at this time in the closing remarks, I would turn it over to Robert Zakon for the ACSAC giveaway session. This year, given that we're virtual, we have no way of doing any sort of virtual giveaways. I mean, that being said, you likely got your face masks from Jeremy Epstein, but Robert is informing he's keeping all of the giveaway items for himself. So if you find them and see them somewhere, feel free to shake them down for your stuff. Now, with that, I would like to thank you all again. Many thanks to everybody who's been involved with this conference. It's been a great experience for me. I hope you found it great as well. And I have a mic here, so in the great tradition of both Liz Lemon and Barack Obama, I'll say Butler out for until next year. I will now turn over the reins. The conference is over, but we have a Birds of a Feather event that is going to be starting at 2:30. Dave Ballinson and Laura Tennell have put a great event together. I'm going to go sit in and listen to that, having taken my general chair hat off. So thank you again to everybody, and feel free to take a break for the next few minutes. And then if you go to the Pathable link, you'll be able to join the Zoom session where the BOF will be starting. Thanks again to all of you. Stay safe. Have a wonderful holiday season. I hope to see you again next year at ACSAC. All the best.